Hi everyone, it's Martyn from Flicking Feathers here. Today I'm going to be tying another bonefish fly. This is a simple Mantis shrimp. So I've got a size 2 800S in the vise, but you can use whatever saltwater hook you prefer. And I'm just going to run a base of tan thread along the shank, and just spiral the thread and open turns back up. Right, so down the shank, touching turns, and then back and open turns. If you do that, it gives you a nice wee set of ridges, and it really grips your craft fur that you're tying in for the tail. So then I'm going to tie in some weight. Here I'm just using some medium barbells. These are brass. And I'm tying them right at the front, right up tight to the eye. And then, just to make sure everything's in place, I'll just dab some super glue on there, and that'll just, I mean, they shouldn't move anyway, but it'll make sure that they don't. Next is to tie in the tail, and I'm just using some tan craft fur, but you could use olive or white or sand as well. It's quite a nice colour. It's a bit paler than the tan. You want quite a thick bunch when you initially cut it off, because I mean the Mantis shrimp have got quite large claws and stuff. They're quite big about the head area, and then I like a fairly long tail, so if I take, there's one shank length and a half, and that'll be my tie-in point, and just trim the rest. So I always like to pre-cut it before I tie it in, just sort of helps makes for a neater fly. And then tie the craft fur the length of the body. It gives you a nice even underbody, and just as you're tying, sort of pull it slightly towards you so that the thread torque doesn't push it over to the offside of the hook. And then when you get to the bend, if you pull down and just a couple of turns, that will sort of spread the craft fur. You can see around the shank a wee bit, so it's sort of tied 360 and angles it so it faces slightly up. Then I'm going to tie in some legs. And I'm doing them on the underside. These are just sort of tan colour, and I've got a pad of 4. They're they're together in the pad, and I've split it so that there's 2 in each side, and the base the base is still connected. So it just makes sure, it ensures that they're tied in evenly if they're still connected. You know, like they're stuck together. And then the same again. I'll just tie these down the length of the shank, and you can see there the. Don't worry if the split is outside your tie-in point. If you just pull the leg, it separates them back to the tie-in point. There you go. So that's that. Next we need some eyes. I'm just using some red eyes that I made with glass beads and epoxy, but you can use basically whichever eyes you like. I mean, the EP eyes are quite good if you're buying them, but anything's fine really, as long as they're in there. So you can see there I've got my two eyes. I've just lined them up before I'm tying them in. And the same again, just get them tied down nice and tight. Make sure they sit the way you want them. Don't let them dictate to you. You're doing the tying. Better. Just make sure everything's exactly as you want it just before you go any further. Don't, if you're not happy, just adjust them and tweak them, and then just put them back and put a wee turn in front to sort of lift them. And make sure everything's sitting nice. So that's fine. So once you've got the eyes sort of lined up, you can tie in your rib. I'm using pink vinyl rib, fluorescent pink in medium. Just to give a wee bit of an accent, but you could use clear or orange or whatever in it, whatever you like really. I mean, it's your fly, and I don't think they're going to be that fussy as far as is it the pink rib or the orange rib. So again, the length of the body, I've tied in the rib, and then the first part of the body is just, I've got some pale pink, a sort of shrimp shell, like a shell pink silver. But again, if you can't get silver, or it's it's banned wherever you live or whatever, you could use SLF or something like that. Just something that's fairly shaggy when it's picked out. So I just build up a kind of loose ball, a dubbin here at the back. You see, it's almost tan. There's not a great deal of actual pink in it. It's it's very, very pale. And then make a dubbing loop. And then I've got some natural silver, which is it's a sort of cream colour. To which I've added a small amount of pink glister, which is just a sort of, it's a Vineyards product. It's just a sort of sparkly dubbing. It's very soft. Like flash dubbing. Dubs really well. It's a bit like it's like a softer version of ice dub. So then I'm just going to stick my silver and glister mix in my dubbing loop and twist it up. No, if I drop it. So it looks massive at the moment, but it will sort of go down a bit as you spin it. And what I just like to take any excess out before I even start winding. Just gives me a better idea of how it's going to look. Now when your rope's ready, just come in and wind it around the body, one turn in front of the other, sweep the fibres back on each turn, just to build up your body. And then when you get to your dumbbells, just cross your thread, the loop. I like to tie it down right to the eye and then fold it back just for security. Trim away your excess. Then come in with your rib. Don't worry too much about trapping any fibres. You're going to pick them out in a minute anyway. So see the ribs just resisting me a wee bit there. Again, if you're not happy, don't just go, oh, that's fine, you know, make it go where, there we go, make it sit where you want, so it's nice and even, you know, make your fly tidy. They'll last longer as well, because it does protect the dubbing a wee bit. Tie that down, and then just snip the butt close, snip the waist close. And then just to finish off, I'm just going to take a wee bit more of the dubbing that I had at that I put in the loop. I'm just I'm just going to dub it and wind it between the dumbbells, just to give it a sort of nice finish, rather than just the bare thread. Squeaky, squeaky bobbin. And then just throw a couple of whip finishes. And the tie-in's pretty much done. I like to just come in now with a tan Prisma marker and just run some bars along it, even on the body, and then into the craft fur as well. I like just like a light brown rather than a black most of the time. I think the black's a bit stark. And then the last step is just get your Velcro. Oops. Last step is just to pick everything, you know, brush everything back, rub it out with the Velcro, get it nice and shaggy. That's why I like the seal for it. It's really shaggy, and it moves very well in the water. It's full of life. It breathes, you know. And there you have it. That's my my mantis shrimp pattern. I hope you tie some up, and I hope you can catch some fish on it. It's a goodie. Put them in your box, catch some bonefish, maybe a perbit, whatever eats them. I hope you liked that. If you did, or if you didn't, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.